Making a book requires world building. World building takes time and dedication, and that's what I put into making the book that I'm writing. Today's video is showcasing a tiny bit of lore about my story, Beyond the View. Middens is our new lore expert, meaning he'll be the one talking about the lore of my story. I could do it, but I don't want to, so I created Middens to do it for me.
Hello.
You may have noticed that I am green and also have a red mustache. Me and Middens are matching today.
Don't you dare tell that fucking lie.
Okay, sorry. Anyways, let me get out of here and let Middens start explaining.
Well, now that they're gone, let's start with the classes. The classes are basically what races to the real world. There are 4 classes, but only 3 are legally recognized. The higher, or elisiums. The middles, or the qualitative people, and the lessers, or praeteritus. These are the 3 legally recognized classes, and their respective states. The last class is the harborer class, or the people who use magic. They were able to belong to any state before magic was outlawed. All of these states belong to air-ris-in. Your class is determined by eye color. The highers and middles have eye colors seen in the rainbow. Highers have warm colors, red, orange, and yellow, and middles have cool colors, green, blue, and purple. Lessers have eye colors that aren't in the rainbow, pink, brown, and black. Because of their eye color, praeteritus are usually oppressed and or hated. The story is based in 3028, but for our lore, we'll have to go back to 2025 to see the higher-lesser war. Before the war, lessers and a few middles were basically slaves to the highers. Praeteritus and qualitas didn't exist yet, and elisium was the only state. The higher-lesser war started as a few revolts amongst lessers all across the state, and it eventually evolved onto a full-on war. This is when the rebellion was created. The rebellion was made to give lessers the knowledge they needed to fight in the war, and it was also a safe haven for people. Long story short, the lessers won, and qualitas was founded. It'd take a whole 5 years for praeteritus to become a state. The harborers were part of the reason why the lessers won, and they were outlawed effective immediately after the war, and any person suspected of being a harborer or using magic was executed. Many harborers went into hiding after the war. In what was quote-unquote modern-day praeteritus, a society called Harborers United was created.
Enter 12-year-old Aerisin Northcutt. He's just murdered his whole family. For no reason. They were rich. They loved him. He just felt like doing it. Aerisin is welcomed into the United with open arms, and he stays there for a few years until he turns 16. By this time, he's learned everything he needs to know about magic, and he's stronger than older harborers that have been learning magic since they were his age. This does wonders for his ego. He finds a forbidden potion that grants immortality in one of the elders' rooms, and he immediately goes on a killing spree, murdering everyone he sees. He is quickly caught, and instead of giving himself up, he immediately uses a spell that creates what is essentially a huge bomb and destroys the Harborers United building. He changes his identity and stays low for a few thousand years. During this time, he discovers that being genderless is a thing, and he decides to start going by they instead of he, grows out their hair, and becomes the most confusing person ever. In 3028, Aerisin, who now goes by the leader, becomes the leader of a modern-day rebellion, and this is where they meet the main characters, excluding one, of a story.
We're ending here, as this begins to lead into the main story, and that's a whole other ballpark. Goodbye,
Okay, yeah, you can go now, Middens. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I will definitely end up making another lore dump thing soon, but this took me all day to edit, so it'll probably be another week or so before I try making another. Have a good day, night, or evening. Until next time.